This is your daily market review for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at GDXJ Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review, Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Talked about in yesterday's recap and even said over the weekend that it could get some pullback action, weakness in front of the CPI, PPI data because the markets were at highs, overbought in extreme overbought positions. Again, drop some of the charts and ideas in the Discord room. Again, if you want to join, link description below. And just in general, saying the market is in a position where everything needs to run perfectly. And at any point moving forward, the risk is to the downside. And now, again, how big is the correction or pullback? It's hard to say. But going into the end of the year, going into next year, and with your bullish, bearish, you believe in Senior Trump or not, just be careful out there. Define your risk, manage your trades, and set your stops. You don't have to be crazy and go nuts all the time, especially certain times of the year, and or going into uncertainty, because you have a Fed meeting coming up next week, but you need to see what the inflation data is, and it's expected to come in line or up, which again, we'll see. No one knows for sure. But my perspective on things is that the Feds are in a pickle, a real pickle. You've got the economy slowing, but you don't have prices coming down yet. And at this point, they're stuck. And I mean stuck in the nicest way possible. And who knows what ultimately happened. But it looks like Fed Powell is not getting fired at this point. But we'll see what happens. So need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. Again, Discord room, a link in the description below. If you'd like to chat, please use the Calendly link. I'd love to help you out, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, or you have questions about the markets, how to invest, don't hesitate to reach out. Use the Zoom link. Let's connect. I'd love to help you out. And again, if you're doing real estate stuff and you don't reach out, you're missing out on the insights that I can help you with. Again, you get 2 for the price of 1 agents. But anyway, neither here nor there. Trades, posting ideas, thoughts as well on the Twitter. Also have tons of education videos on the YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you'd like to donate to the channel. Again, all this information is always free. Again, just at this point, that's the job here, is to educate and help folks out. Again, I'd like to see more people involved because it helps. The more people watching the markets together who are educated, sharing insights, helps the channel grow. Again, like, subscribe, and notification bell. And if you want to do a little thanks, you can plop that in and go, thanks. I think the minimum is $2. Oh, I thought it was 99 cents. Wow, inflation is quick. Also, check out the website, tradingagent.com. Here to help. Check this out, right? Daily reviews. Turn profits into properties and passive income. Let me know what you need. Holler at your boy. All right, we know this was in the 80s. I think today it's probably, what was it, 80, 88? Yeah, I was going to say, it went up a little bit. Again, market pulling back definitely helps the Feds want to cut rates, but we'll see what that does near term to the TLT. Bonds, I'm looking at the bonds, TLT. Bitcoin, we talked about this candle right here. If you're bullish, cool. 2 times range, fine. This is a big move. If it pulls back, don't get crazy. Don't lose your cookies. Okay? Be safe, be thoughtful, keep an eye on it. Again, long term, who knows? Near term, it definitely feels overbought. At worst, it's going to chop around. Don't get confused by that. Oil, I don't know why you want to play that game, oil. We know you were up slightly today. Nothing much. Again, check it out. Natty Gas. Nice little, I don't know. Like, it just seems it got oversold shortly, bounces back. Again, I would like to see natural gas. I believe in demand destruction when you have commodity weakness. Sorry, man, my nose is runny. It's been snowing here. So just keep an eye on it. So just keep an eye on it, keep an eye on it, keep an eye on it. Because again, I personally like commodities long term. I've been very clear about that. Dollar, talk about a head and shoulders top. Watching how it acts around the 20-day. People are like, oh, moving averages don't matter. It seems to be stuck around it. Again, until it deleverages from it, worth watching. TLT, Tittle, keep an eye on this. We've talked about this needing to get over this area. Not surprised it pulled back to the breakout trend line, 50-day. Okay, now again, going into next week based on the CPI data, this is where this thing should start moving, right? So I'd like to see it hold 93, but you could see some traps. VIX, as we talked about, waking up off the lows. Maybe 15 to 17 coming up. And you got mid 14s, but not really what I was hoping. Not hoping, but expecting. VIVIX, as we talked about, bottoming. looking stronger. Keep an eye on it. SPY got down to, I don't know, closer to low of the day. If the 8 to 10 day break, we talked about this. Do not be surprised we come back to this old breakout point, maybe the 0.618. I mean, I don't know, a 20 day. All of them seem likely. And that's not that far off. People are like, keep an eye on it. Not out of the realm of possibility. Again, you'll know better more with the CPI data. And again, if you traded heavily in front of it, be careful. Again, it's about trading around your positions and just watching sometimes. Because again, when the news comes, you can act on it. QQQQQ. So we talked about the range highs, pulling back. 8 and 10 days seem to be holding up. IWM, we've posted that said, hey, something looks wrong. It looks weak. Keep an eye on it. I mean, I'm not saying for sure I know what's going to happen here, but it looks like a double top, bull trap, and the 20 day. As long as it holds the 20 day, I'd even say even down this gap area, it looks okay, but I don't know. It's not holding up. You want the IWM to lead, especially with what's going on. If the future is not tech, right? DIA's been holding up back to the 20 day. Not surprised. Gold, after bounce today, again, a lot of bullish things going on. Keep an eye on it. I mean, I personally, seasonality, you typically have bullishness coming mid-December. I've never recommended shorting this stuff up here, even though I do, because again, I do believe stuff will go higher. It's just silver and the miners don't look as good. Gold can hold up, but silver again pops, gives it back. AEM, it keeps hitting this, 87, bounces and fails. AG, nice little bounce off the lows, then gives it right all back. Doesn't really look that sexy. Keep an eye on it. Newmont seems to be holding this 40-41 area. Again, these names are part of the S&P 500. They're part of the market. They're not necessarily the S&P, but they're part of the market. So if indexes pull back, ETFs, these things get hurt more than, say, like gold, potentially. Again, worth keeping an eye on. Taiwan Semi. Interesting, actually, because I thought it was like, you got to get up to the channel high. You got up to 206, right? Well, sometimes you make lower highs. Well, if that's the case, lower lows should be coming. So keep an eye on. Again, I think semis are the best short long term. Said this over and over again. Some better than others. Some not acting well. Look at Micron. Pops up, gives it back. AM Dizzle. Talked about this one breaking the range lows. Retro raggy. NVIDIA. Talked about this one today. Said watch what happens if it bounces. Look, it hit the 20 day. You're welcome. This is, moving averages don't matter. Are you freaking kidding me? Here, look at that. We said this. Lower highs should be lower lows. If I had to guess, I would guess the 100-day. That's your next first support. Filling this gap. Keep an eye on it. Again, congratulations if you short this at the highs. We talked about waiting for that channel. Got it. Talked about being oversold due to bounce. Got it. Got the doji, got the left-right combo. Got it. Said watch the 20-day. Got it. See how simple this can be? Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's not. Adobe, we talked about this one, has earnings coming up after the close tomorrow. Seems to be in a holding pattern. I have no clue where that's going to go. Apple, know some folks who took a short on it. It kind of makes sense. Talked about like this does it have to do something a little funky, a little trappish at the high? Keep an eye on it. People are like, are you doing cocaine during your recordings? No, I have a deviated septum sometimes in the winter. I've been outside to get my nose runs. I've definitely been outside the last couple of days. Had a Topgolf event last night. Anyway, Amazon, nice move. We talked about it taking a break. Sorry, cocaine. Dewey, you want none of this. What's it do to you? No, just kidding. All right, if you don't know that reference, Dewey Cox story. Meta, trend line, watching. We talked about it. Buy here, chop now. Buy here, chop now. Not surprised. CRM, congrats. If you said that this might be the top 3-day rule, here you go. You could have gotten in. Not surprised if it bounces, though, here near term. Makes sense, right? Leaders get bought on the first dip. They just typically do, unless something really bad happens. Guggenheim, gapped up, filled all gaps. Congrats again. I mean, I love when you guys post either your option trades, your ideas, your thoughts. Chase Wilson was saying Goog calls, someone was smoking them. And again, someone was smoking some NVIDIA puts, just by the way. Congrats. I know he took profits, made a decent amount of chump change, in his opinion. Probably did really, again, solid work. And then he also bought Apple sold. Man, he had Microsoft calls again. I like to give credit where credit's due. If you push trades out, I'm gonna remember Microsoft calls that look good. Took some profits. That makes sense. Again, oversold, overbought. Now overbought. Watching NDAQ. Know some folks again. Joseph and the homies looking at the 1.68, 20 day. Again, don't be surprised if little first drop gets a little bought. Maybe back to 81, 82. Either way, I like it long term. I think Nasdaq is the easiest short. Looks good. All right. MSTR, we've talked about this one, right? Keep an eye on it. 20 day. Now that Bitcoin it seems to be just getting tired. We talked about this being a top near term and chop. You're welcome. Bing, bang, bang, bang. Now what? Oof, I'd be watching the 340 area because again, we talked about the 20 day holding, hit it, bounced. That's a solid bounce, 70 points. Now you back off. Now the 20 day curling down. Netflix, this one's been a beast. Again, why? I don't freaking know, but let it play out. Roblox, here we go. Talked about this one getting up to old resistance. I mean, zoom way out. Don't need to do it, but I mean, it looks, you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. A little overbought. We talked about left-right combo here. When it held here, great. Congrats. Talked about that. I mean, it's just, all right, watch what happens here. I mean, I think they get bought out at some point. I've said that. But when, I don't know. Pan W talked about how yesterday's candle was not looking good. It kind of reminds me like that MicroStrategy blow-off candle. Not, it's similar, but same, but different. Same, but different. So keep an eye on it. Tesla, I think is all over the place, y'all. Excuse me. Decent volume, wide and loose. I mean, yesterday's candle looked like it was a problem. Not really, though. But, I mean, made higher highs, higher lows. Congrats. I mean, if you're bullish, again, I mean, we talked about it. This is a solid damn move. You basically caught a double. So, if you played home options, you hit home runs. Be careful, okay? Insight. So, we talked about this one. I like this zoom out. Makes sense to me. Gets bought out at some point. We'll see. Trend line. 60s, 50s would be even better. Palantir. Yesterday's action finally was like, whoa. Here's like your MicroStrategy blow off. Opens high, closes low. Look at the long wick today. Because, again, you're going to get bounces off the lows. Man, all right. Keep an eye on it. I mean, the thing has been overbought. Mickey D's, da-da-da-da-da. It seems to be holding around this top of this 300 plus. Worth an eye. DKNG, anyone take this trade? Just me? Okay, whatever. No worries. Got a lot of hate on it. Like, hate is going to hate. Hate is going to hate. Said, hey, just watch the zone. If it's a simple trade. If it fails, it fails. And then we saw the doji. Then we saw the long wick action. Here we go. Pulling back. Congrats if you took this trade. Again, leave a comment below. I'd love hearing about all of your trades. I hate when I get spam in them. Like, hey, buy this crypto fart coin. They leave a lot of comments on YouTube about stupid crypto stuff. But sorry, go back to the fact. Airbnb, chopping around. Costco, I like it. I'd like it at some point for a short. People are like, you like it? Oh, hold on. No, I'd be waiting for the 10-day or the blow off. Like that formation where it opens high, closed low. Look at Starbucks. Oh, it's going to the mid. Back into the chop zone. Dang. I mean, it has to hold. FedEx, again, if you shorted this in the 305, 304 area, looking good. 20. I mean, again, I don't mind some chopness. Little choppy chopness. Little 50-day chop. Again, especially after a big oversold. Hey, reloader. Caterpillar. Speaking of loaders and front loaders, look at that action. We said that did not look good. Again, China's doing big stimulus, and this is the reaction you're getting from some of these names. Not what you expect. Deer, like, look at this. Ooh. All right, nice big up move. Sorry, not Deer. I'm looking at Nucor. Here we go. Am I starting to weaken? Here you go, Nucor. Like, people are like, oh, I need to buy it. I'm like, gonna be patient. Big chop zone. Big. X. Looks like the deal is not going to go through with Nippon. It looked like it was. This one's tough. I mean, this thing is nutty. I mean, if you guess you would have, man, I've been saying it'd be nice to get in the 28, 29. I mean, here you go. Like, what happened last time we got that wick? Damn. Got multiple chops. Yeah, I'd be looking for weakness. Again, I think they do get bought out, but here's the thing. If it doesn't and the market weakens, this is probably selling at a premium. It could get flushed. Just keep that in mind. Just talking out through all scenarios. Valley, global growth name. Arrow, again, love junior copper. Wait for it. Oh, man, I hope to see this in the 10 to 11 range. CCJ, talked about this one, been on fire, but you better take some profit at some point. 20-day broke. Channel high. Again, longer term, I don't know. I'd love to see this in the 36 range, bottom back down here. This thing is very volatile. CF. I mean, we like ag names. They're just chopping around. Don't get too nutty about them, right? Nutty poo poo. NTR, same kind of thing. AA Aeron, again, we like aluminum. Thank God did not chase it at the highs. Again, this was those things like, oh, it's going to break out. It's going to wop, 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 wop. And it's not necessarily because it's a bad stock, a company struggling or anything. No, it's just the nature of the beast. It's really hard, right? Right? Just be careful. Ten cuidado. XLF, we talked about this weakening, starting to weaken. Okay. 20-day, got the little chop bounce, 8-10-day. And again, it's not moving fast by any means, but it looks like it's coming back to 48 and change. Congrats if you shorted this stuff. Again, JP Morgan. Again, I'm giving Jay Solstice, man. Should just host Jay. Jay and I will just host calls. Talk about some trades, see what he's seeing in the options. I'll see what I'm seeing through the formations, repeating patterns. We'll just do a little podcast. I think that'd be cool at some point. Anyway, again, I like that he's posting. Again, Eric, NH, definitely in there. Some of the homies. Sorry, just blanking on who else. I mean, man, I got everyone's name. I should give a shout out, Rollcast at the end. I appreciate you guys. But 20-day worth a watch. Morgan Stanley, Stanley Morgan. Keep an eye on this, right? Looking a little weaker. Bank of Chimerica blows out. Buffett's gone. Uh-oh. Below the 20-day. Goldman Snacks. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Ruggy. 20-day. Ruh-roh. Carry. Again, not really that terrible today, but we talked about, like, I mean, since the highs, just doot. Watch what happens in the 63s. Again, XBI, Globe, like a risk-on name. Chopping around, not much to say. Jets. Benny and the Jets. Man, this feels like a top to me, boys. It's just patience. XHB, we talked about the housing stocks. The numbers are not good. Toll Brothers was, not good. 100-day is the key. Channel low is the key. You break, you buy. No, I'm just kidding. You break, you leave it alone. Sorry. You know the whole, like, you break, you buy. Like in a pawn shop or not, I don't know, antique shop. No. If it breaks, do not buy. Be careful. Maybe later date. Solar. You know, we talked about this one. This is all over. I mean, I'm not a fan of solar near term or medium term. I'd like to see oil prices come in. I'd like solar to get absolutely slapped around and then pick some of these names up for solar. I mean, to me, it seems like it'd be a better name out of them, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this with the double-digit integer number. HYG, yeah, got to be high to your mind to buy corporate debt. Yep, say it every day. Oil, moving on. Not surprised, little chop action off the lows. UNG, I mean, I hate this product. Absolutely hate it, but I don't think it's going anywhere fast unless, again, geopolitical risk picks up. KOLD, I'd love to see it up in the 80s. Again, we talked about the short cover. This is how you trade a range, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. XOP, we talked about, again, another global, like not global, but a junior oil name should be like catching fire, right? Economy's going to heat. That is such a trap, and that's what's hard about it. You see, but we talked about the novice gaps, and then you make this a little, and then boom. Again, I think you're going to fill the gap at the 133 old blue zone. No diggity, no doubt. CVE, again, I like oil names. I just don't like them now. Gasoline, we talk about them lagging, you leave them alone. They're going nowhere. MPC going nowhere. They should be leading up. Like, remember when Valera and all those names were like, woo-wee? Nope. Exxon Mobilev. Nothing, nothing. Just looks like it's going to break out. Big chop zone. Occidental, you want to see a big chop zone? The bigger the chop zone. And you're breaking the lows. Be careful. I mean, I can't really say too much. EQT, again, we talked about folks traded this upside. Let it play out. Let it come on back. Last but not least, Flex, LNG, again, I think will be natural gas exporters. Let it all play out. Please be careful. CPI data, PPI data on Thursday. Then you had the Feds next week. You have some Adobe earnings after the close, Avago, Costco, Red Hat, all sorts of fun stuff. So no matter what's going on, do yourself a favor. Be safe. And again, I appreciate everyone in the Discord room that's posting. Again, most recent that I could remember. Love Joe. Yep, peace out. All you guys, especially in the Poop Clown, Friend Zone, Learning Trade, all you guys dropping trades. Again, ideas, thoughts. It's a place for free discussion. Man, I've been blowing this one up. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful, Coop, appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys shortly, hopefully in the morning, Discord room. Again, PPI data in the morning. Be safe. 8:30 Eastern time. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.